Before the pyramids, and before history even remembered how to write itself, there was Atlantis, not a myth, not a bedtime story, but a beacon, a civilization carved from light and thought, a place that burned with crystal cities and mines that danced freely with the gods. Time was not measured there, time was felt, truth was not spoken, it was known, and at the heart of it all stood Thoth, not just a man, not quite a god, something between silence and sound, a being made of memory and light, clothed in purpose, breathing with the rhythm of the universe. He carried a weight that wasn't his alone, 1,000 forgotten truths, heavy with the dust of ages yet to come. But even paradise can rot. Even golden cities can forget their roots. Atlantis, drunk on power, deaf to wisdom, fell to its own reflection, cracked under the gravity of its own ego. The seas rose like ancient judges, the towers fell like pride, and the world was washed clean. But Thoth didn't mourn the end. He wrote it, not as a victim but as a traveler, a soul slipping through the cracks between dimensions, bending time like reeds in the wind. He drifted, floated into the deserts of Khem, what we now call Egypt. But it was something else then, raw, untouched, ready. There, he didn't preach. He planted, not rules, but resonance, not laws, but frequencies. Codes whispered through stone, etched into temples that still hum if you listen close enough. He didn't bring religion. He brought a blueprint. And then he raised the pyramid. Not a tomb, not a monument, but a machine for the soul, aligned with the stars, humming with forgotten geometry, vibrating with memory. A message in structure, a cipher buried in stone, a mirror that only opens when the mind becomes still enough to see. And below it, deep in the veins of the earth, he carved the Hall of Amenti, not a place of death, but of becoming, a womb for the eternal self, a place to shed the skin of illusion, to die and be born again and again, until the soul remembers what it forgot when it first fell into matter. Thoth walked among men like a shadow made of gold, a priest, a scribe, a whisperer to kings and fools alike. He didn't teach what to think. He showed how to remember. Because real truth can't be taught. It's not written in books. It's carved into your bones. It waits in your silence. It calls to you in dreams you've forgotten. And some say he still walks beneath the sands. Not as a man, but as a current in the void. Others say he lives in the lines between thoughts, between sleep and waking. But maybe, just maybe, Thoth was never a man at all. Maybe he was a mirror, held up to the soul of mankind. And all he ever wanted was for us to look in, to remember, to wake up.